Alrighty, new case, I guess. So far, the cases have been pretty consistently between 1.5 and 2 hours, so hopefully that won't change for this one. And we'll be able to knock this one out.
This reminds me of a puzzle.
Alright, you guys. Which one of the three do you want to see? Something's been stolen from the brand new vault at the Layman's Reserve Bank. The Power Mouse of Justice, Ratman, has been rescuing the sales figures of the London Times, but now he's gone missing. Cat and Co. have been invited on a luxury cruise. Will the Golden Goddess in the Grand Lounge keep smiling?
We've been going in order thus far. 6.
Okay. Sure. If you want to be boring nerd. Oh hey, that's what was his name? Desol's theme, or hold on. Which theme is this? I should know this.
No, you're the nerd for playing this.
That's a building.
Fuck you, dude. What theme is this? God damn it. I should know this, but I can't remember. God damn, whatever. Is this definitely the place Inspector Hastings asked us to meet him, Ernest? Yes, miss, in front of the Layman's Reserve Bank, he said. Well, it doesn't appear to be open yet. I wonder what the inspector wants. Maybe it's some problem at the bank. I don't trust banks, apart from Barclays. It's all in the name. Well, he didn't mention anything like that. He just telephoned the agency and asked us to meet him here. That was all. He's always doing this. That man never gets to the point. Well, anyway, it's a pretty impressive building, isn't it? Yes, it's amazing to think that just 10 years ago, no one had even heard of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Well, this building doesn't look new. I expect the bank bought it from somebody else, that's why. It's very important for a bank to portray the right image, you see, Cheryl? In its name, its logo, and its office buildings. Barclays just has a kennel as its logo. I like it. Oh, there's Inspector Hastings now, coming out from inside the bank. Yes, and he looks troubled. I smell a case in the making. I wonder what it's going to be. Ah, there you are, Cat. Thanks for coming. Good morning, Inspector. You have a new case for me, I take it? Spot on. In fact, you were asked for personally. You mean somebody else asked for me to investigate? Not you? Spot on again. Your little agency's getting quite a name for itself now. I said I'd get in touch with you on the gentleman's behalf. Felt quite pleased with myself, as it happens. Well, we're not playing Deus Ex, so unfortunately that's not happening. Well, I'm glad the agency is becoming more widely known, but I'm not sure what that has to do with you, Inspector. Well, I'm the one who cottoned on to your great puzzle-solving abilities, aren't I? Takes a keen eye to spot a good investigator, Cat. Investigator. He knows how to blow his own trumpet. Explains the big nose. Ooh. Well, it's jolly good news that the agency is getting the recognition it deserves, don't you think? It's a tribute to your wonderful detective skills, Miss Layton. Blimey, listen to me gassing. Come on, we better go in. The gentleman in question has specifically requested we keep this investigation hush-hush. Mom's the word, alright? Yes, Mom. Well, let's go in so we can find out what this is all about, then. Gosh, it feels deserted in here without any customers, doesn't it? Oh, there's a woman over there, though. Look. Yeah, she's not a customer. That's the general manager of the bank.
So who is this mysterious layman?
The general manager? She's very important, then. You said it, Sunshine. A Layman's Reserve Bank has branches all over the country. Each one has a branch manager, and that lady there is the manager of all those managers. The gentleman who asked for this investigation said she'd fill us in on all the details. Alright then, let's get filled in. What's up, lady? Well, you look shrewd.
Related to Layton, Funk.
Hello, I understand that you're the general manager of the bank. That's right, love. And who are you, coming in here with your dirty dog? We're not open to the public yet. I'm sorry? Gosh, have we done something to offend? No, sorry, ma'am. She's not a member of the public. This is a detective who will be investigating the case for you. Detective? This little girl? Are you sure she's up to the task? This is a very complicated case, you know. I do understand, madam, but I assure you, Miss Layton here is highly accomplished in her field. Well, let's hope so, because I demand perfection. Any slip-ups and I'll have to ask you to drop it. But if I slip, then I'm already dropped, so... Please rest assured, I'll solve the case for you perfectly. Of course, I'll need you to give me as many details as you can first. Would that be alright? Huh, I suppose so. Miss Layton, wasn't it? Yes, Catriel Layton of the Layton Detective Agency. And my assistant here is Ernest Greaves. Hello, I'm Bianca Teller. As you already know, Miss Layton, I'm the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank. Oh, please call me Catriel. No, I'd rather not. First names can be a source of confusion. Using people's full names is the perfect solution. This husky is a real barrel of loss, isn't she? Well then, perhaps you could explain exactly what the problem is. It's a sensitive matter, to be treated with complete discretion. You understand? Your secrets are safe with me, as safe as this bank's vault. Are you being sarcastic? No, I wasn't meaning to be. Is there some problem with the bank's vault then? Yes, I pride myself on perfect security measures here, but we've been the victims of grand larceny. I say, someone robbed the bank? How much was taken? 100 million sterling in notes. I see. 100 million. Wait, 100 million? It's like gonna be something fucking stupid where like the janitor accidentally mistook the notes for like garbage and threw them out or something. Anyway, did you just say 100 million, Cheryl? I don't think I can heard her correctly. How much is 100 million? How many bags of dog biscuits would that buy? I will buy you all the dog biscuit manufacturers in the world, Cheryl. Really? I don't think I could eat all of them. Are you talking to your dog? You do realize the gravity of this case, don't you? It could undermine the whole bank. Trust me to get lumbered with a detective who talks to a dog.
100 million pounds.
100 million! I ask for her especially, Bianca. Oh, Mr. Sloane's. I wasn't expecting you, sir. Weren't you? It's my bank that's been robbed, isn't it? I want the boss to be breathing down your neck, is that it? No, of course not, sir. Well, you clearly aren't taken with my choice of detective, that's for sure and certain. Oh, no, sir, I'm sure you've chosen perfectly. I'll cooperate with Miss Layton in any way I can. Glad to hear it, lass, because she'll be handling this investigation alongside the good gentleman from Scotland Yard. Oh, yes, of course, sir. I'm sure they'll get to the bottom of it. Were his boots that shiny when he walked in here, or has someone been licking them? Ugh. Well, at least it means she'll stop treating Miss Layton like a schoolgirl. If you'll excuse me, Miss Layton, now that Mr. Sloane's is here, I must be getting on. Oh, sorry, I hope we haven't kept you. It's just that the Branch Manor had to be taken into the hospital, you see. Gosh, people sustained injuries in the incident? No, the doctor said it's not too serious, but he hasn't regained consciousness yet, so I'm having to fill in for him at the moment. I see. Well, you're obviously very busy. Excuse me then, sir, I'll get on. So, we haven't properly been introduced yet, have we? I'm Grant Sloane's, owner of this bank. I have a few businesses, actually. This is just one of them. It were Madame Dublé who told me about you. So when I spoke to Inspector Hastings, I made sure he understood I wanted you on the case. Well, that's very kind of you, Mr. Sloane's. I'll do my best to live up to your expectations. He certainly looks the part, doesn't he? He's a giant. He really packs a punch. He'll punch you if he hears you, Pinstripes. Huh? What's that, lad? Oh, no, I mean nothing. I believe I've seen you before, Mr. Sloanes, at the premiere of No Sub for Love, wasn't it? At the Savoy. Oh yes, that's right. You solved that one as well, if I'm not mistaken. Does that mean you're one of the so-called 7 dragons? Well, it's not a title I've chosen for myself, but yes, people do call me that. Anyway, enough chat. Let's get down to business. Yes, of course. Miss Teller informs us you've had a break-in. That's an understatement. 100 million quid's hardly a break-in. Anyway, break-in, burglary, grand larceny, whatever you call it, needs sorting and fast. So first things first, let's show our young detective here.
The bank was robbed with him having those massive guns.
The vault where the money was, Inspector. Right you are, Mr. Sloanes. I've already got the lads from the yard investigating down there. It's in the basement, of course. I'll explain once we're down there. Alrighty. So, this is where the incident took place. That's the master vault of the Layman's Reserve Bank. 100 million quid in cash went missing from inside there. I say, it's enormous. That's not a vault, that's a room. It was discovered missing early this morning. Looks like a classic case of grand larceny, so we've got to catch the crook who did it and get the dough back as quickly as possible. You say people from Scotland Yard are already investigating the vault, Inspector? Have you found any evidence that might suggest who did this? Not a flaming sausage. It would have taken a pro to crack the safe, that's for sure, but even pros leave a trail usually. Well, not this time, so someone opened it with the code. Okay. That is strange. I'll need to ask some questions. Just before you do, love. Yes, Mr. Sloanes? I think I'd like to see this great mind of yours in action first. Let's see if you can solve this brain teaser. It's not that I doubt your abilities, don't worry. I've heard nothing but good things about you. But I'd never deal with anyone until I've seen them roll up their sleeves and get their hands dirty with my own eyes. Now, what was the password to the safe? It's 6 letters long and uses the letters A, B, and C. Use the pointers on the memo to figure out the correct password and open the safe. The same letter is repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. The same letter never appears 3 times or more in a row. The letters A and C appear with the same frequency, which is less than the frequency of letter B. After C, there is always an A. Oh boy. Alright, What? Oh, I see. Same letters repeated twice in a row in 2 different places. So, after C, there's always an A. So, how about BBACB? Oh wait, after... No wait, BBCABB. How about that? That sounds right to me, right? Yeah.
I've seen how to solve this now. And that's how it's done.
There you go. Well, Mr. Sloanes, I hope that's instilled some confidence in you about my abilities. Dots. Oh golly, what's wrong? He's just glaring at us. Miss Layton. I don't understand. She solved a puzzle. Why is he looking so fierce? Cracking stuff, love. That's just what I was expecting. Even better. I think that was his pleased look. Remind me to never look when he's upset. Thank you. So, will you tell us the details of the case now? Of course, gladly. The mystery of the missing 100 million. It's up to you to solve it now. I'll do my very best to confine this mystery to history, Mr. Sloanes. It's a very impressive looking vault, Mr. Sloane's. Huh. Yeah, this is the Hermit 5000. Hermetically sealed and totally indestructible. You could fire a shell from a tank at this thing and the contents would be unharmed. In fact, it's not really enough to call it a vault. This thing is a fortress. Ooh-wee. Does it really need to be so tough? I made it myself, lad. Well, one of the companies I own did anyway. Really? You own a company that makes vaults for banks? Let me tell you something, lad. It's not just people's money that a bank's vault keeps safe. It's the bank's integrity and its customers' trust. Ooh, that would be a smashing slogan for your new vault. So, as soon as we completed the manufacture of the Hermit 5000, I had it installed here in the bank. I thought it would give our customers even more peace of mind. That's what I thought. Can't believe it's been breached so easily. I misjudged that one, and no mistake. So it's the latest model, this vault. Money, money, money. This song fucking sucks. I thought it was impenetrable, the Hermit 5000, but I couldn't have been more wrong, could I? Nah. I understand you were the first person in the scene, is that right? You're security guard here, aren't you? Yeah, that's right. Still can't believe it. How could this have happened? That's what we're trying to find out. Could you tell us what you saw this morning, please? Well, it's my job to keep watching the foyer area overnight, see? From when the bank closes one day to next morning. It's keeping a lookout all night, but I swear I never spotted nothing strange. Then early in the morning, Mr. Shinplasters showed up as usual. He's the boss, see? And thus Mr. Shinplasters always coming early to work. Yeah, he's always very busy, so he usually tries to get in before everyone else. Must have had something to do in the vault, because he went straight through the foyer and headed downstairs. Not long after that, heard him cry out, so ran down here as quick as I could. When I got here, the vault door was wide open. Did you look inside the vault at that time? Well, I was worried, see? Thought there might be a robber in here or something. But I thought I should be brave, so I just peeped in quickly. That's when I saw the body flat out on the floor. But that was actually Mr. Shinplasters, wasn't it? It was, yeah. And there was no one else about it all. Not in the vault or out of it. What did you do next? I dialed 999 straight away, of course. And then I called Miss Teller. She's the general manager. Supposed to call the general manager if there's anything not right, see? When she showed up and saw the vault, she nearly had a heart attack. 1,000,000, quick gone. So it was Miss Teller who first realized how much was missing. Yeah, it's not my business knowing how much is stashed in the vault, see? Then the boys in blue showed up, the ambulances. It was like a carnival around here, and that's all I can tell you. And is it right that Mr. Shinplaster still hasn't regained consciousness? That's what I was told, yeah. Broke both his legs as well, but they said it wasn't life-threatening. What the fuck? How did he do that? There's a good chance he saw the culprit, though. What a dreadful shame we can't get a statement from him. Yes, that's frustrating. Still, we must push on with the investigation as best we can. I heard Mr. Shinplaster's cry out for not long after he passed me in the fire. Wish I knew what had happened. But Mr. Shinplaster's the only one who knows. He can't tell anyone. Not getting a clue for that? Alright. What the fuck were your eyes, dude?
Broke his legs. That's got to be important.
Hello, hello, hello. What have we here? Miss Layton and her trusty assistant, Ernest Greaves, I see. Hello, PC Beat. It is an amazing vault, isn't it? Although I imagine opening and closing it must be hard work. Aha! I had the self-same thought when I saw how thick the door was. Turns out it's motorized. All you have to do is enter the code and press the button. And hey presto, it opens up automatically. So you don't need to be big and burly to open the vault then, I see. Not at all, Miss Layton. Even you'd be able to open it, if you knew the code. Alright. Just look at how thick and heavy this door is. The vault door can only be unlocked by entering the correct passcode. And the only 3 people who know that code are Mr. Sloanes himself, Miss Teller, and who you met before, and the manager of this branch, and Mr. Shimplasters, who's now in hospital, of course. So in other words, no one can open the vault apart from those 3 people. I see. When a security guard noticed there was a problem this morning, he found the vault door open already, and the branch manager was out cold on the floor. So presumably he was the one who opened the vault then. That's the only explanation we've been able to come up with so far, yeah. We had a good look at the vault door, but there are no signs of it being forced or jimmied in any way. A great big door like this one would be impossible to force open, surely. Exactly, so either Shimplasters was cursed into opening the vault, or the criminal slipped in after he'd opened it for himself. They're the only 2 possible explanations as far as I can tell, right? Yeah. After everything we have been told so far, this does seem like a rather strange case, doesn't it? There's no trace of a robbery at all, not a single scrap of evidence. That's exactly the problem we're facing in our investigation, Sunshine. Well, before we give up hope, let's just look around inside the vault. That would be alright, wouldn't it, Mr. Sloanes? Oh, of course, I'll give you the guided tour. Oh my god! There's chalk on the floor, somebody better clean that up. So this is what the inside of a vault looks like. It's enormous, isn't it? It's so shiny, the entire thing is made of metal. That's for security, the walls are just as thick as the door, made of heavy metal plate. How could anyone manage to steal anything from such an impenetrable box? The answers are locked within, Ernest. That's why we need to investigate. Oh golly, is this the chalk outline of Shimplasters, the branch manager? Yep, this is where he was found this morning. Looks like it looks like he hit his head when he fell to the floor and knocked himself out, so they took him off in an ambulance, like I said. I had the lads mark out where he was found, just in case it turns out to be important. Rather makes it look like a murder scene, doesn't it? Ugh. Luckily, I don't think there's any chance of that. They say his injuries aren't life-threatening. He hasn't regained consciousness yet, has he? Nope. The bloke's been away with the fairies ever since he was discovered. Which is the right pain in terms of my investigation. We could just ask him what he saw, we'd be in a much better position. Oh, hello, DC Booker. So you're working on this case, are you? Could you tell us what you found out, Constable? Of course. Well, I've interviewed a number of key people and, oh yes, here it is. Apparently there were works of art, and very expensive pieces of jewelry in the vault here as well as the gold. However, the thief or thieves only took banknotes to the value of, yes, 100 million sterling. So everything else was untouched. It is peculiar, that. Perhaps whoever it was just couldn't be bothered to go through all the drawers. There are a lot of them. Don't assume the criminal was as bone idle as you, Cat. Perhaps it was just a matter of not having enough time to take anything other than banknotes. Pinstripes could have a point there, though. Well, according to what it says here, works of art and things that can be hard to sell on without leaving a trail, you see? Yes, that could be why only the cash was taken. Cash is still, like, you know, numbered and stuff, so you can trace it, usually. Anyway, whatever. Apart from that, it just says here that I need to carry on investigating inside the vault.
Something very light and easily blown away.
I say.
Just pretend it is not.
What an incredibly large fan. That, lad, is the heart of the Hermit 5000 ventilation system. The air temperature and humidity are kept at constant at all times. But why do you need air conditioning in a vault? People only come in for very short periods of time, surely. We don't just keep cash in our bank's vaults, you see. We store expensive jewelry and works of art for our customers too. Things like that can be ruined by even the slightest variations in temperature or humidity. The Hermit 5000 isn't just as strong as an ox, it's as gentle as a lamb to the things inside of it as well. Oh, I see. I rather like the air conditioning that's used in museums and art galleries, of course. That's the idea, lad, yes. Although I have to confess, the fan's been on the blink a bit recently, so we've had to turn it off. Obviously, that doesn't affect the security of the vault in any way, though. I see, so the air inside the vault is managed using that large fan, which is connected to the ventilation system. Alrighty. Well, your vault is every bit as impressive inside as out, Mr. Sloane's. Well, that's kind of you to say so, lass. The Hermit 5000 is a proud achievement of a company, I must admit. Or should I say it was. The fact that its security being breached like this is a flaming embarrassment, to be frank. As for the 100 million, I won't beat around the bush. This could very well be the end of Layman's reserve bank. So we got to find whoever did this and bring the scumbag to justice. I'll do my very best to solve the case for you, Mr. Sloane. Please rest assured. Sorry about that. Get a bit hot under the collar. Yikes, if that's hot under the collar, I certainly don't want to see him angry. Coins. Look, miss, gold bullion bars. So many of them. Yes, that's what I'd expect to see inside a large bank's vault, really. What is it? Have you spotted something, Cat? How long has this bullion been in the vault, Inspector? Do you know? They told me it's been sitting here for about a month now. In other words, the thief or thieves who stole the 100 million pounds would have also seen this gold, wouldn't they? Yeah, that's true, but Miss Teller informs me that every bar is accounted for. No gold was taken. Why though? What thief wouldn't be dazzled by all these gold bars? Yeah, that is a bit odd, come to mention it. I'd have added it away, no mistake. I mean, not that theft's ever crossed my mind, ever. I was just speaking hypothetically, alright? I think even you'd struggle to make off with much of this gold, Inspector. It's extremely heavy. It's not something you'd want to be trying to move in a hurry. Yeah, that makes sense. It would have slowed whoever it was down too much. Do you think that's why the gold was left untouched? Only the Reddies got taken, do you? Dude, even if you fucking 100 million in banknotes is still gonna weigh like a shit ton. So it's not like, whatever. It's only a theory, but yes, we won't know for sure until we've investigated more thoroughly. What else do I need to fucking look at in here? Inspector Hastings, were these pallets positioned like this when the vault was discovered open this morning? Absolutely. Apart from taking the unconscious Mr. Shimplossers away in an ambulance, the scene's exactly as it was found. Apparently the missing money was stacked up on these pallets here. Yeah, so the ventilation fucked it up. Anyway, the banknotes were inside a case or box or anything then? Nope, not according to Miss Teller's statement anyway. All those notes would have been rather heavy, wouldn't they? One person alone couldn't have taken them all, surely. Perhaps they're looking for a group of robbers. That's a fair point, Sunshine. Bank heists are often carried out by more than one person. There's a good chance you're right. I think we've seen enough in here for now. Oh, Miss Layton, have you worked out who did it already? No, I couldn't say just yet. We need to do a little more investigative work first. Well, I'm afraid I've got a few business matters to see to, so I'll have to leave you to it, if that's alright. Absolutely. You can leave this in our hands, Mr. Sloanes. Thank you, Miss Layton, and good luck. Right then, ta-ta for now. With this bank 100 million down, I'd say he's got more than a few business matters to attend to. So then, Cat, as a result of our investigation so far, here's my theory on what must have happened. You have a theory, Inspector? You're What you look so surprised for? I'm a detective inspector, cat. Why are his fists like so fucking tiny anyway? What I reckon is, the thief, or thieves, must have snuck into the bank sometime last night. Then he, or she, or they, waited for the branch manager to come in the morning, when he, or she, or they forced him to enter the security court. Now he, or she, or they only nicked the cash because it was the first thing he, or she, or they saw. And he, or she, or they didn't bother with the gold because it would have slowed him, or her, or them down too much during the getaway. In the end, he, or she, or they bossed chain plasters over the head and made a run for it. Well, what do you reckon? I think I nailed it. He or she or they could have done that, but is that really what happened, I wonder? What, you think I'm wide of the mark, do you? Well, the security guard was in the foyer from the close of business yesterday right through until this morning, but he claims there was nothing unusual in all that time, doesn't he? Well, yeah, but not to mention the fact that immediately after the incident this morning he says he didn't see anyone other than Mr. Shimplasters. So apart from being long-winded, your theory also fails to explain how he or she or they got in and got out of the bank unnoticed. I suppose you've got a point there. Back to the drawing board then. The only thing that I don't understand is, you know, if the ventilation stuff sucked the money away, that's all fine and good, but the question is, how did they fucking break his legs? What the hell is up with that? Did you just fall somehow? That was... no. What a shame. The bank will be in terrible trouble if we don't solve this soon. Sorry about that. A theft of £100 million is going to be headline news all over the capital. Well, that's why this is also hush-hush. The press can't get hold of it.
It was space wind.
So you mean this incident hasn't been made public yet? No, Miss Teller has been pretty noisy about making sure we understand that's how it has to stay. It's bad news for the bank, this. I say, if it's not dealt with in the proper way, it could mean they have to close down even. So like I said before, mum's the word, got it? But as an officer of the law, I'm only at liberty to keep this from the public for 24 hours, so we gotta find the dough before the end of the day. Just make sure you don't go telling your neighbors about this or anything, alright? As if I'd say a woof to anyone. That reminds me, I think we need to ask Miss Teller a few more questions. She had to dash off before, didn't she? Well, she said she'd be in her office if we needed her. Alright then, shall we head up there now? You go ahead. I'm gonna stay here and push on with the investigation of the crime scene. Oh, fuck. Not sure why I'm so tired all of a sudden. I didn't really do that much today. Need to stretch for a bit. Sorry. I'm an old man, you see. Excuse the intrusion, but... oh, Mr. Sloanes is in here too. Looks like he's deep in conversation with Miss Teller at the moment. Let me make one thing perfectly clear, Bianca. You're the general manager of the Layman's Reserve Bank, so you have to take responsibility when problems like this arise. If it gets out that we lost 100 million quid, it'll be a rush on the bank. All our customers will want to take their deposits away. And if that happens, we're finished.
Don't die on us, old fossil.
Am I getting through to you? Loud and clear, Mr. Sloanes. Alright then, good. I've got a lot of faith in you though, Bianca. You'll weather this storm for us. The thing is... what? Nothing. Forget it. So, where are you going now, Mr. Sloanes? The ventilator in the Hermit's playing up. I've got to call the maintenance fella and get him to take a look at it. I see. Bianca, if you've got something to say, spit it out, lass. No, really, it's nothing. Alright then, if you're sure, I'll be off. Make sure you see to all the Shimplaster's jobs as well, won't you? Yes, I will. Golly, they are in a real fix, aren't they? We've got to get the rotten mongrels that did this. Or mongrel. Ah, Miss Layton. Didn't see you there. How's the investigation coming along? Well, I think we'd just like to have a word with Miss Teller again. Be my guest. Ta-ta for now, then. No, it's you. I thought you were supposed to be investigating a robbery for us. Yes, that's what we're doing. Well, I'm a very busy woman, so if there's something you need from me, could we keep it short, please? So, you want to ask me something? Yes, that's right. I understand that the disappearance of the money from the vault hasn't been made public yet. Obviously, the bank doesn't intend to keep something like this a secret forever, but there could be repercussions far beyond the Layman's Reserve Bank itself. What do you mean? I mean that the disappearance of £100 million is likely to cause widespread financial uncertainty. And not just in London, all over the country, people will panic. That's why I've asked Inspector Hastings to keep this matter quiet until we've sorted it out as best we can. When the time is right, we'll issue a press release and the bank will take full responsibility for any areas where its handling of the situation has been less than perfect. I see. Thank you, that explains it. Gosh, miss, I knew it was serious, but I didn't realize it was this serious. You have to find that missing money. We sure do. Remember, the only reason we're trying to keep this matter quiet is to prevent a massive public out thingy. Oh, look at that cute little safe. A world apart from the vault we were looking at before, isn't it? Perhaps we should install a safe like that in the office, miss. Sadly, Ernest, I don't have anything valuable enough to put in a safe, or much money to speak of. And you've already got a safe place for all your documents, piled high on your desk. You're interested in my safe now, are you? Well, obviously it's a tiny compared to the Hermit 5000, but Mr. Sloane's had this one put in as well. So it was made by his company as well. Yes, although I don't know much about his business affairs outside of the bank. Apparently he markets these little safes as being as tough as the bank's vault. Your boss is a very shrewd businessman, obviously. Mr. Sloane's is the perfect example of a manager as far as I'm concerned. Till now he's mainly focused on the financial sector, but I think he's intending to branch out into other areas from now on. Gosh, he really is a very impressive man. Yes, it's quite extraordinary that in just 10 years the Layman's Reserve Bank has opened branches all over the country. Okay, what else do we need to look at? No, I don't want to do that. These papers here. That's private bank business, thank you very much. Oh, I'm so sorry. It becomes a habit, you see, when you're a detective. You do seem to have an awful lot of documents here, though, Miss Teller. What, these? They're all insurance documents. Not that it's anything to do with you. I didn't realize the Layman's Reserve Bank offered insurances as well. Is that a new line of business you're pursuing? No, this isn't insurance for our customers. This is our own insurance. The bank takes out insurance against unforeseen mishaps and the like. If there was a fire or some other unforeseen disaster, we get a payout to cover any losses. Well, this is certainly an unforeseen disaster, isn't it? A bank robbery on this scale. Yes, that's true. It just goes to show you never know what's around the corner. So the bank is insured. Are you gonna say this is an insurance fraud scam? That seems weird. Well, I think we've got the information we needed now. Thank you, Miss Teller. And see what any of that had to do with the robbery. What a waste of time. Don't worry, I assure you we'll track down the missing money. Well, I'm not holding out much hope. Oh? Don't you think I'm up to the task? What? Oh, no, I didn't mean that.
Insurance fraud would be too serious for this game.
It doesn't matter. Once all this has blown over, I expect I'll be saying goodbye to my role as general manager in any case. But that's not fair. I mean, it's not your fault, is it, Miss Teller? It's the fault of whoever stole the money. Even so, the buck stops with me. I have to take responsibility for the bank's problems. And I don't imagine Well, I can't see you catching the criminals in this case. Oh, don't worry, Miss Teller. Miss Layton's never been stumped by a mystery yet. I've no doubt she'll figure out who did this. Never been stumped. Well, I suppose I should be reassured. Did you find out anything useful talking to Bianca then? Yes, she was very helpful, thank you. Although I don't think she believed that what I was asking her to be relevant to the case. Not relevant? What on earth were you wasting time for then? Oh no, it's not a waste of time. Sometimes what seems irrelevant at first can later turn out to be a crucial piece of information. So really, any topic of conversation at all could be considered vital to the case. Yeah, well, I suppose I can relate to that. It's the same in business. Oh really? Talking to your business partners face to face is the only way you can get to know them, and them you. They say that most new businesses start from an informal chat, so I fully understand how important it is to talk with folk. It's just a shame. Well, I'm not the greatest conversationalist myself. No, I can see that. Miss, but perhaps you shouldn't be quite so brutally honest. Come to think of it, I haven't had a good chat with Bianca for a while. Not a proper one anyway. We used to have some quite involved conversations about businesses and the like. Oh, I didn't realize you and she had that kind of relationship. She's a cracking businesswoman, is Bianca. Always seeking perfection. Got no qualms leaving the running of the bank in her hands all these years. Anyway, I think I've done enough gassing, don't you? There's something about you, Miss Layton. I just find myself telling you stuff. Suppose that's the detective in you, eh? Suppose it is. Well, anyway, back to the matter at hand. What's your next move at the investigation? Yes, I was thinking I'd like to have a look around outside the bank. Outside? Is that relevant? Like to keep people guessing, don't you, lass? Well, I'm looking forward to hearing your take on this whole affair once you finish your investigations. So far, we've had to solve disturbingly few puzzles. What are we sniffing around outside for, Cat? The robbery happened inside the bank. That's true, Cheryl, but other than the missing 100 million in notes, we haven't found a single trace of criminal activity inside. So I was wondering if we might have better luck out here, asking people if they noticed anything unusual last night or this morning. Perhaps someone might even have seen the culprit. Start asking people. That's odd. What is it? What is it? Look at that. That banner hanging down from the bank building up there. There's something not right about it. Wow, touchy. No, I mean, there's something strange about it. I just can't put my finger on it. Alright then, we can investigate the banner at the same time as asking people out here if they noticed anything. Maybe around here. Found a few in the gutter before. Can we help? I'm rather a wizard at finding things, actually. Who are you? Who says I'm looking for something anyway? Well, you did, just now. You were saying how you found a few in the gutter before. No, I didn't. I didn't say that. You're hearing things. You want to get your ears cleaned out. Shady. Definitely shady. Yeah, so the banknotes got blown out and stuff and all over the street and shit. Anyway. Excuse me, sir. I was wondering if you'd noticed anything strange around here, say last night or this morning. Sorry? Well, I don't really know, really. This is so-called business district. Open bracket, boring. Close bracket. After hours, everyone goes home and it's pretty deserted. If anything had happened here last night or early this morning, I doubt anyone would have been here to see it. Oh, I see. Great, there goes that idea. I guess that guy is not a person. Okay. Oh, Mr. Tor, I didn't know you banked here.
Wow, Shin, you are in this game.
Fuck you, dude. Oh, hello, Miss Layton. I don't know where I am, to be honest. Math set me this puzzle and I just can't solve it.
I bet the money is still in
Director
the
sets puzzles
ventilation.
sometimes, yes, puzzles. Puzzly wuzzly. There's a wall with 12 sections that need to be painted red, blue, and purple, just like the one in the picture. A pot of paint for one section costs
Finally,
£10
a puzzle.
for red, £10 for blue, and 30 for purple. How much is the paint going to cost? Try to figure out the minimum possible price. So you just make all the sections.
So you have to mix red and blue to get purple.
Oh, I see, yeah. I mean... Again, this is like... My guess would have been... There's a
I'm
wall
going
that...
to say 20.
Yeah, I'm going to say like... There's a wall with 12 sections that need to be painted just like the one in the picture. Like, it doesn't say that the colors have to match, so I would have said you just paint everything with blue or red. Okay, anyway, so... With that we have... boy. 10 of the red and blue ones, so that's $100 plus 40, so 140, right?
Oh, one section takes an entire pot.
Yeah. So 140, right? 6, 10, yeah.
This should do it, I think.
Or not.
Good, Catriel, not good.
Oh, I guess you only need one pot of the blue and red because...
Well, it's
they
half
get
a pot of red
yeah.
and half of blue for purple.
Yeah.
This is an interesting one. And that's how it's done.
There, that's how it's done. Is that a help, Mr. Tor? Brilliant! Okay. What else do we need to investigate? 3.
Mini games.
More hint coins. Oh, this banner is missing. Aha, I've got it. I know what's not right about the banner. It's left. In other words, there isn't one on the other side, so it looks unbalanced. Unbalanced? I suppose it does, miss. You would expect to see one hanging down on the other side of the bank entrance as well. Barclays would never have only one banner. I don't suppose it could have anything to do with the robbery? I wonder if it could possibly be connected. Do you see what I see? That young man over there, you mean? Yeah, he's been loitering around here looking dodgy for a while now. Insert black people joke. He's hightailing it. He went that way, towards the river. I knew he was suspicious from the beginning. Insert black people joke. Anyway, sure, Cat, it was all you. Nothing to do with old Charles O.C. Combs here. He was clearly behaving strangely ever since we first spotted him. Well, I thought so, anyway. Thank you, Ernest. Anyway, after him, boys. I think we might have just found the lead we've been looking for. Where did he go? He must have come this way. Perhaps he slipped off down a side street or something. Well, I think it would be worth asking people around here if they've seen anyone suspicious. Alright, let's play... Hopefully we don't press the person that has a puzzle. Roulette, basically. Fuck. Excuse me, you didn't see a young man running past, did you? Wearing glasses and acting secretively? Hello, sir? I heard you last. Can't help you, sorry. Enough problems of my own at the minute anyway.
Roulette.
Can't believe I lost it. Means the world to me, that picture, so it does. Oh dear, I'm sorry to hear that. Did you drop it somewhere, perhaps? You're one of those, are you? Of course I dropped it, you daft idiot. Idiot! It was in my shirt pocket, but it must have fallen out. Flipped all over, but I just can't find it anywhere. It's a fair wind just before dawn this morning, so I expect it's been blown away. Tell you what, why don't you have a go at this brain teaser? Fuck you. There's a girl selling ice cream at a stall on a viewing platform. A boy with a camera comes along and takes a boy-girl shot. What is the minimum number of people that could have been on the viewing platform when the photo was taken? Three? The guy, the camera, the lady in the ice cream shop, and another dude. I guess. I don't fucking know.
So, in conclusion,
Or not.
all right. Oh, fiddlesticks.
I guess if he has a timer on the camera, then it's only two. I mean, I don't know. They don't tell me.
If you'll entertain my idea here.
Okay, thank you.
That's
Fuck you,
relief.
game.
I wasn't entirely sure.
Stone of Crows, that was not bad. I'm impressed, so I am. Hang on. Now what's this now? I found something. Me photo. I thought I'd lost it, but I'm after finding it in my other pocket. Ah, what an idiot I am. Idiot! That's smashing. Please for you. So remind me, what was it you were looking for before? You said you were looking for your specs, wasn't it? No, we're looking for a young man wearing glasses. A very suspicious looking young man. Well, that fella acting all weird like he's got some big secret. If it's him you mean, he was heading for the bridge. It's great, thank you so much. Alright, I guess I got lucky anyway. Fuck. Where did he go, that suspicious looking young man? Little terrier. He's giving us the slip again. Nah, dude. You see that, Miss Layton? There's a piece of cloth or something flapping about over there, look. Well, yes, isn't that? It looks like the banner from the bank building. Yeah, the banner of shame, you're right. Why would the banner from the bank have ended up all the way over here? That is a puzzler. Ah, hello there. Where you see a Layton, there's a story in the making, as we say in the office now. So come on, what's the dirt? Over there, you see, there's a banner snagged on the bridge. Cool, blimey, so there is indeed. Perhaps, I think, this could have something to do with that rather strong wind that was blowing just before dawn this morning. Blew itself out almost straight away, mind you. Yes, I think that would explain how that banner has come to be caught on the bridge there. Got blown by the gale. All the way from the bank? Gosh, it must have been a veritable hurricane. I didn't notice a thing in the night, though. Enough of this wind barrier now. There's the dirt. Come on. Me thinks you're working on a case, eh? What's the deal? Remember not to mention the 100 million pound... the money cat. Don't worry, Cheryl. I'm afraid we've nothing to tell you, Doug. I'm just out walking my dog. I'd like to believe that, but my third alarm is bleeping like a radar in the blitz. No sign of that suspicious-looking chap here, after all. Might as well head off to the bridge then, I suppose. I'll lead the way, cat. Yes, alright. So the banner was blown here in a strong gust of wind. A very strong gust, in fact. One more to go. So what am I supposed to do? Oh.
My goodness, what could possibly cause such a localized strong wind? This is a difficult puzzle.
Oh, look, Cheryl, it's your doggy friend again. Oh, him. You might as well ask him if he's seen the crap we're looking for. Yes, he might have some useful information. I can read. Alright, I'll go and say a quick woof and see what he knows. How's it hanging, Hound? Still sleuthing? Yep, afraid so. You really work too hard, you know that? So what are you chasing today? A dodgy looking guy wearing glasses. Looks like he's hunting for something the whole time. Have you seen anyone like that? Well, there was a guy kinda like that who walked past not long ago. Remember, cause he wasn't looking where he was going. He nearly trod on my paw. That sounds like her, man. Which way did he go? Just over there, Hound. Across the opposite side of the river. Can't say if he's still there now, though. Well, thanks anyway. That's a big help. I owe you one. Hey, hounds help hounds, right? But yeah, I tell you what. Right now I'm good for eats, but when the going gets tough, maybe you could share one of your bones with me or something. No problem. Got some biscuits with your name on them for dessert, too. Now you're talking, Hound. Well, did you find anything out? Saw a man not long ago. Apparently he was heading for the other side of the river. Over the bridge? Alright. You're not getting away from us this time, Mr. Shady. Where else would he be? Oh shit. It's not again. Fuck. Detectives! I'm going out, but there is problem. A problem? Would it help to tell us about it? No, yes, problem is puzzle this one. Puzzly Wuzzly. There are 4 railways running parallel to each other, and each has 4 stations. It costs £2 to travel through unlimited stations on a one railway line. It costs £1 per station to travel on a bus, and that links vertically adjacent stations on different railway lines. What is the cheapest possible route from the station at the bottom left, taking in all 3 of the red stations along the way? There's no other possible mode of transport. What exactly are you fucking telling me? What? Okay. So first you have to take... So that's definitely a 4. So, there's a 4. Ugh. Fucking, I can't draw. So, we go here, that's a... No, wait, that's £2. Fuck me. I'm a dumbass. So that's 2. And then... Wait, what was the rule? I fucking forget. Vertically adjacent stations. Okay. So you go up 1 here. So that's... Fuck, I forgot thing again. Jesus Christ, my memory. 1 pound. Okay. That's 1. And then... I mean, you would take a fair line through here. And that's 2. And then you take 2 up, right? So that's... Right? So that's a total of 7, isn't it? Or am I not seeing something?
This is an interesting one.
Okay.
Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
We did it. How does that, Hans? Does that solve your problem? No, yes. So this is answer. Thank you.
Good job.
Fuck, I lost the roulette. God damn it. Excuse me, Mr. Fisher, you haven't seen a suspicious-looking chap passing this way, have you? We're looking for him. Suspicious-looking chap? Fishy, you mean? Feel like I might have done, yeah. Or did I? Is this puzzle my old man set me once? See, I feel like I can't concentrate on anything else. Fuck you. Fine, I'll do your puzzle shit. There's a sunny island that's always warm. A popular fish sold at the shops is packed in ice to keep it at the optimum temperature for freshness. It needs 2 blocks for 1 day and 3 blocks for 2 days. So for example, 5 blocks would be required for 3 days. A new fish has just been caught. What is the minimum number of ice blocks needed to keep it fresh for 1 week? I mean, assuming this rule keeps on going up, you would have 8. No, wait, what? 5 blocks would be required for 3 days. Okay, so that's not how that works. That's a really weird rule, though. I don't know. So that will be 11, right? If you have, like, you know, 3 times 2 days, which is 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 blocks for the remaining days, so that's 11. I don't know. I'm confused by this. This doesn't make logic sense to me.
This puzzle's got some bite.
Hooray.
This dog won't hunt, eh?
Any other ideas? Like this, the extra hint here that's after the red part is confusing me. Because I don't know, this doesn't make any sense to me. I'll let you guys solve this one. And I'll try to not yawn so much. Actually, I'll go and drink some Coke real quick, so I'll be right back and you guys can solve it in the meantime.
It's going to be something dumb.
Yeah, well, figure it out, smartass. We didn't have any Coke anymore, so I just splashed some water in my face. Hopefully that helps. Alright, what's the solution?
$11.
I already did 11, dude. Oh, for a sec.
I'm trying to see if there's any weird wording in it, because if it's not 11, I think it's likely 0 or something.
0? What? Why?
Because already has ice for the previous fish, ha ha ha.
Well, now that's, pretty bad.
Try it in any ways.
I'm gonna give you a hint. How about that? Picture the scenario of trying to preserve the fish and figure out a way to reduce the number of ice blocks required. That's literally what we know. What the fuck? It's completely useless. Like, the one thing that made sense to me was like, okay, so we have 2 blocks for 1 day, 3 blocks for 2 days, so we have 4 blocks for 3 days, and so on. But the example of 5 blocks would be required for 3 days contradicts that. So... I'm gonna try it anyway, whatever. It's like, so that would make it 8.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast.
Nope.
I haven't got my paw in today.
How about 10?
Sure.
This puzzle's got some bite. I haven't got my paw
Should
in
I
today.
try all the numbers from 99 to 0 next? Or do we have some more ideas that actually have some thinking behind it? Rather
Fuck
than
you.
just trying. Don't tell me to fuck off. Say it to the game, dude. I didn't make this puzzle.
This is only making my hypothesis for 0 stronger.
Alright, 0.
I eat puzzles like this for breakfast.
Are you fucking with me?
Dog.
If you put the fish in a tank and let it live, you wouldn't need any
I
ice.
knew it.
Fuck you. Fuck you. I was gonna say, like, well, the easiest way is to, like, not fish it. Oh god, eat a dick, game. Ah. Like, these aren't puzzles, that's just, like, guess what I was thinking games. You were wondering if you'd seen a suspicious looking chap around here not long ago, wearing glasses? I remember. You've seen him? Did you think he looked fishy as well? Well, I can't rightly say if he was fishing or not, that's not my thing, but I did see a fellow wearing glasses. He's weaving about like a lost soul, seemed to be heading for the wharf, I think. Wonderful. Let's go and fucking...
Gingy is the only intelligent person among us.
I take offense to that. Whew, this little scamp's leading us all around the horses. I wish I had sweat glands. Don't worry, Cheryl. I think it's nearly over. Today's pavement pounding, that is. Pavement pound... Don't say that. You know I get edgy when you're near Battersea. What? I think we've cornered our man at last. He's not going to get away this time.
Gingy and you are the only intelligent people among us.
I take offense to that. No, he's not. Here you are. Not you again. Where are you anyway?
You dumb.
We'd just like to ask you a few questions, that's all. Why? I don't even know you. Look, I'm busy, alright? Get out of my way. Got itchy paws, have you? Sorry, I'm afraid we must insist. Huh? Stop blocking my way. We simply want to ask you some questions, that's all. Why are you so desperate to get away? Because you're a bank robber, perhaps? That's it, Pinstripes. Lay it on him now. Make him squirm. A bank robber? What are you talking about? That's crazy. The only thing I know about bank robbery is this. Fuck. There's a mysterious thief after the treasure. Keep the jewels safe by activating the security system. Surround the two jewels with lit up panels to protect them. Touching a panel makes it light up red.
0.
Then, when the system is activated, the adjacent panel in the direction of the arrow lights up. Continues until there are no more panels in this sequence. Which panel needs to be lit up first? Okay. Wait, no. Okay. So this goes around until here, but that leaves one spot open. So if we do this, then it surrounds it completely, no? I mean, it doesn't... I mean, both work, right? Even this works because it says, like, the one next to it.
Pranksters are at it again.
The adjacent panel in the direction of the arrow lights up. Yeah, so that makes all of them light up, right? Wait, what? Oops. I screwed it up.
Should do it, I think.
How did I
What's the
fuck it
matter
up
with me
like that?
today?
Whoops. Oh no. Oh wait, how does that make any sense? So if we do this...
The pranksters won.
Yeah, this is...
They stole your treasure.
Okay, there you go.
I've seen how to solve this now. Puzzles are made for solving.
Blech. We did it. There's no way someone like me could rob a bank, is there? I mean, think about it. You don't fit the typical pattern, I admit. Bank robbers don't tend to linger about on the streets. That's what I've been telling you the whole time. No, actually, you've been running the whole time. In that case, what were you doing
You're
outside the
pretty
bank
good.
before? You were looking for something, weren't you? No. No.
No.
You cheeky little mongrel. Ah, get your dog under
The
control.
Indian person is deemed suspicious. What a racist game.
He keeps growling at me. Yes, and if you don't start telling us the truth, he's going to sink his teeth into your behind. First the left cheek, then the right. Now who's being cheeky? That is not in my contract. How? Alright, I'll tell you the truth. I was picking up money outside the bank. Money? Yeah, I don't know why, but I keep finding 50s lying around on the streets. So then I started looking around for more. Found some in the river too, and on the bridge. Wasn't really looking where I was going most of the time, I was just following the notes. You mean, you haven't deliberately been running away from us? I didn't even know you were chasing me. Oh, sounds rather like we've been pursuing the wrong man. Nope. Yeah, I think he's telling the truth. That was a dud lead. But why is he finding all these banknotes around the place? Yeah, that's curious. And the worst thing is... What? He's getting to them before I am. Those notes should have been mine. Can't behave yourself. What, dude? It's fucking 50 pounds a note. You can buy a lot with that. I don't bite behinds. I don't bite anything apart from my tongue most of the time. So banknotes lying around in the street by the Layman's Reserve Bank on the bridge and along the river. If you know where that's from, that you have my condolences. We did it.
This game makes me feel stupid.
That's it, no question. This mystery is history. You've solved it, miss? Oh, splendid. In that case, we should go back to the bank, shouldn't we? Gather all the relevant parties. There's just something that I need to take care of first. Ernest, could you get in touch with everyone and let them know in this situation? Of course, leave it to me. Cat, are you sure you've cracked it? You haven't got the wrong end of the stick or anything? No pressure or anything, but you know, 100 million quid. Relax, Cheryl, my deduction is as safe as houses. Let's just hope it's safer than the bank's safe was.
50s then. Wouldn't 2 million banknotes clog a ventilation system no matter how big?
Did I get the right message, Cat? Have you really cracked it? Where's the 100 million then? Patience, Inspector. Let's wait for Miss Teller to arrive, shall we? You can fill her in later. Mr. Sloane's is here. I'm sure you can wait you can't wait to find out the truth either, can you, sir? I think we should wait for Bianca, like the lass says. You do? Alright, well, if that's how you feel then. I'm sure she won't be long anyway. Ernest has already been gone to fetch her. Ah, here she is, you see? Apparently I think you found the missing money. Good, now everybody's here, let's get to the vault and talk about what happened.
Hearing that £100 million had disappeared, we all naturally assumed that someone had stolen it, or hidden it somewhere. But
Nope.
in fact, it literally did disappear.
I get it, yes. It's all about perspective, eh? It disappeared because it was never there in the first place.
Oh, it was there. But the question is, where is it now? And the answer is gone with the wind.
You've got to stop watching that film, Cat.
All those crisp notes, carried away on the breeze to become the property of the vast sky, where greed and wealth mean nothing.
Have I mentioned this nice little place I know, where people look after you in crisp coats? Crisp, white coats.
Oh yeah, we saw a movie about that.
The money is gone. It's the property of the heavens now. Isn't that right?
Oh, hell.
You can't be serious?
Yes, Miss Layton. You're right. Well done.
Kill me now, or tell me it's the 1st of April.
Why not both?
Cat, come on. Explain before my head explodes.
A vault for such large sums of money naturally calls for extremely thick, impenetrable walls. As a result, the interior is a hermetically sealed environment.
Execute Shirl.
A completely airtight box. No one could steal anything from such a place, surely.
Yeah, exactly. And that would include the wind.
Sealed environments need aircon to stop their contents spoiling. And that's the key to this case.
Sadly, the brand new air conditioning unit in the vault malfunctioned on the night in question, leaving a near vacuum inside. Early this morning, the poor, unsuspecting branch manager came in to check on the vault, opening the door and breaking the seal. The sudden rush
What the
of
fuck?
external air caused all the notes to be sucked into the ventilation system and ejected out into the night sky.
It really was space wind.
That is the dumbest shit.
I'll be blown.
Well, anyway, rip that money and this guy's business.
And of course, while a theft would have entitled the bank to an insurance payout, an accident like this is the bank's responsibility.
Huh? Why? Why would you not have insurance against that as well? You can insure literally anything you want. You just need to have like a contract.
Now let's get our reward.
So who's actually to blame then?
If I had to identify a culprit in this case, it would be the person from the bank who resolved to dress up the truth as grand larceny. The Layman's Reserve Bank's general manager, you, Miss Teller.
Oh, I've given my all to this bank over the years. And it's over now, I suppose. I can't possibly hope to keep my job after this.
Can't you?
Sorry.
I don't want you to quit, Bianca.
I mean, the bank is in ruins now, but
Mr. Sloanes. But I...
Miss Layton explained everything to me earlier, so I got the boffins on the job. By analysing the wind direction, we worked out a plan and sent out the cleaners to fetch the money back. We got about 80% of it. Damage control, you could say.
Really? Oh, thank goodness.
what? I mean, most of the money would be shredded, and whatever.
That's not to say the remaining
just video games.
20% ain't going to sting. At £20 million, that's quite a loss.
Of course.
But in
No,
some
man,
ways,
it's fine.
20 million is a small price to pay.
Sorry?
That new vault, the Hermit 5000, is
British
a product
money
of one
is
of my
indestructible.
affiliate companies. If we hadn't identified this malfunction
Brexit
before
joke.
we
It's the
sold it to
Queen's money,
countless
after
other
all.
banks, we could have been in for damages far exceeding 20 million. So, I've arranged it that my vault manufacturing firm will compensate the loss. The bank can continue to operate as normal.
Oh, Mr. Sloan. Thank you so much.
What is this performance?
Oh, I hope you'll
Nobody
continue
was
to do
fired.
the
This
sterling
really is
work
fiction.
You've done up to now for the bank.
Definitely.
20 million here or there.
Oh, God. I must say, that was truly dumb. Hear that, Cat? Pinstripes is a big fan, like the surprising cause of this whole case. I don't know how you worked it out, Cat. No one else could ever have arrived at such an obscure truth, I'm quite sure. You're a sensation, miss. Like, no, it was like the most obvious thing. The only thing that didn't make any fucking sense at all was how he broke his legs. That's still...
Our
I'd
all case
still
is
know,
gonna
fuck
be
this.
this dumb.
Thank you, Ernest. That reminds me, you received these flowers earlier. I'll put them in a vase later. They're beautiful. Who sent them? Mr. Sloane's, miss. He said he wanted to thank you again for help sorting... He said he wanted to thank you
I
again
told you it was space wind.
for help sorting everything out. Good English. He's a little overbearing to look at, but he's a very kind man, actually. Yeah, I can't believe he didn't give that general manager of his the boot. I think perhaps he's misunderstood because of his misappearance. I'll have to tell him it would be nice to meet him informally sometime and chat about something other than business. You're a braver person than me, Cat. Apparently Mr. Shinplasters, the branch manager, has regained consciousness again now. His legs are on the mend too. The lucky guy missed the whole thing. It's amazing to think that 20 million pounds is still missing though, isn't it? I wonder where it all ended up. Not in my pocket, sadly. Not even one note. I know, it's like a dream, isn't it? Money just raining down from the sky. Yes, that would be amazing. Wait, that money you put in your desk drawer before. Miss Layton, don't tell me you... Of course not, Ernest. That was payment for solving the case. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply. Pinstripes. What the fuck is the face he's making there? Jesus. After the incident, the bank had a brand new vault installed, the Hermit Mega Safe. Now the Layman's Reserve Bank has the very safest of safes and the most balanced of
What a wacky
banners.
ending.
You could fail to trust them with their hard-earned cash. Okay. Oh my god, shut up with the minigames. Well then. That was that case.